All right, for this particular lesson, we are going to be talking about how to multiply a decimal fraction by a single digit whole number and use estimation to confirm that our answer or our product is accurate. So for example, when we have 4 times 2, it's like saying 2 fours. So 4 plus 4, repeated addition, is 8. And so we would have 8. And we can just keep doing that repeated process no matter what, okay? And it works even when we work with a decimal. So we are going to do a little bit of quick practice here. And our first problem that we're going to do, let me get my pen going here, is 31 times 4. Okay, so we can think about this with our partial products method. We're going to put our 4 here. We're going to put our 3 here in the tens place value. And we're going to put our 1 here in the ones place value. So 4 times 3 is 12 tens, plus 4 times 1 is 4, so 4 ones. So this really would say 120 plus 4, which equals 124. Okay, so just a real simple, straightforward way to do that. Now, even if we change it and we say it's 3 whole and 1/10 times 4, we still end up in a similar situation. We just have 12 ones, which means that we no longer have this 0 here on the end. And then we have 4 tenths, because this would be the tenths place value, which then would mean this would be a decimal right here, 4 tenths, right? These would be tenths, which means we would have 12 and 4 tenths. So it's just a matter of thinking about those shifts that we've done before and kind of how those things can work. We'll try another way to do this as well. So this is like that partial products or partial products. So you're using those factors and, oopsie, eraser, to create your quotient, not quotient, your products. So you're using those factors to create your products. I will get the vocabulary correct here for you. Okay, so if we did 5 and 1/10 times 6, so 6 copies of 5 and 1/10 is another way to look at that or think about that. We can do 5 and 1/10, this is traditional algorithm, times 6. Okay, so 6 times 1 is 6, and then 5 times 6, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. When we multiply to that 6, I feel like my video is lagging a little. So 5 times 6 is 30. And then we count how many digits are behind the behind the decimal in the factors. So these are the factors. Okay, and this is the product. So we look at how many decimals are behind how many digits are behind the decimal right here in our factors for how many digits need to behind the decimal in our product. And so there's 1 digit here, so I need to have 1 digit here. And that's how I know how to place my value, where to place my place value. Again, this would work if you did that partial products method as well. Let me erase that. We'll give another one a shot. I would suggest that you guys go ahead and follow along on this, just like you would in class. Maybe grab out your personal whiteboard or write on your desk. We're going to do 11 and 4/10. We're going to multiply that times 4. Okay, so we're going to do it 2 separate ways. We're going to do 11 and 4/10. Okay, so we're going to utilize that place value method. Okay, times 4. We're going to split up our place value, right, like that. We know our decimal is going to end up right here. Okay, 4 times 4 is 16. So we're going to put our 6 here. We can't really put our 1 here, so we're going to add it over here. Okay, 4 times 1 is 4, plus this one that I have up here that I'm going to deal with is 5, and then 4 times 1 is 4. So then we can write this out. I need to put my 4 in front, 45 and 6/10. Okay, well, I said we were going to use some estimation to check this. So one of the ways I would estimate on this problem is I would round it to 11 times 4, right? Because 11 is fairly simple to deal with. We know when we're multiplying by ones, it's just that same number. So I would get 44. Gosh, 44 is our estimate. It's our approximately 44. And 45 and 6/10 is fairly close to that. So we know we're in the right ballpark. We can use that estimation anytime we want to get those really fast, easy answers and kind of just see, like, am I on the right track? Am I thinking accurately and correctly? Okay, let's try another one. Let's try 3, oops, gotta have my pen here. Let's try 3 and 1/12 times 4. Again, you can do this in any method you want. You can do traditional algorithm, but what I want you to realize is when I look at this number, this 3 and 12/100ths times 4, I'm going to round that to like 3 times 4, which if I know my basic facts, I know that's 12. So my product on this particular one should be somewhere around 12. Okay, so we're going to do our partial products again, separating it out into our place value, like so. Okay, we're going to put our 4 here. There's where our decimal is going to go. It's going to be right there. All right, 4 times 3 happens to be 12. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So I got 12 and 48/100ths, which is really close to 12. So I can see that by my estimation up here, I'm really, really close to the accurate answer. And so we love seeing that, and that's how estimation can help us. Let's try one more, and then we'll call it for this lesson, and you will be able to go work on your journal pages. So if we took 3 and 22/100ths and we multiplied that times 5, we're going to solve this. Now, if I know my basic facts, 3 times 5 is 15. So I'm going to use that estimation. My product should be somewhere around 15. Okay, I'm going to do the traditional algorithm for this one. So 3 and 22/100ths times 5. There's no decimals to line up when multiplying, so I can just write it how I want. I know I'm going to do 5 times 2 here. 5 times 2 is 10. Write my 0 down, carry my 1. 5 times 2 again is 10, plus 1 is 11. Write my 1 down, carry my 1. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16, so I'm going to write that 16 down. 2 digits behind the decimal in the factors, 2 digits behind the decimal in the product, and I'm done. And 16 and 1/10 is really close to 15. So that feels like a reasonable estimate with using that rounding to check my product, okay? So you're going to go ahead and go on and work on your own assignment. This is lesson 12. So you're going to complete lesson 12 in your student journal.